All right, guys. Good morning. Um, Today I'll be showing you how. Okay, I'll be showing us an implementation of something that will be like close to a real life usage of functions. So I'll be building a small program, although it's not like a real program that performs some real life work activity. But then it's the aim of the program will just be to demonstrate how how you can use functions to divide your work into just modules and then making it more efficient and more readable. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build um we're going to build a small banking program. So the program will be able to deposit money. We're going to also be able to withdraw money, and then we're also going to be able to transfer money or funds. So the application is not going to make use of any database or anything of that sort. So data will not persist or information is not going to persistent. All I want to demonstrate is how you could use functions to just save your time and or basically just show a real life scenario of using functions. That is the aim of this program. So it's not really like a full-fledged banking application, just a concept, just trying to show a simple concept of how you can use functions. So without wasting too much of our time, let's get into it. Um, so let's call this let's say function so banking program with py. All right, so let me state this. Many times when people make tutorials, they like write the programs they want to make completely before starting the tutorial, so that they just have like a guideline to follow. But personally, I feel like it's a good idea to also show the viewer like my own thought process and then probably how I also make mistake and everything, so that it will not seem like I'm just perfect or anything like that. So I haven't written this program anyway. I'm just going to show you how I think, how the whole process of what I do in building. But this is just a small program, so it's not going to be anything special. So you see, what you want to start with normally is that we say we're building a bank program, right, to manage money, and then we want to allow users to deposit money into a bank account, withdraw money from their bank account, and then we want them to also transfer funds to other bank accounts. If you consider this, it shows that something one of the important things that we need here is what we will need a bank account, right? So we will need a way to represent bank account and then the user information that owns the bank account. And then you know that a bank account will have an owner, right? It will have a to have an account number, right? So we will need to demonstrate that, and then it will have some sort of balance, right? Some amount of money that is in the bank account. So since this is just a very simple program, we wouldn't go far in demonstrating some special sense. But in this case, we're just going to show this. We're just going to implement this concept. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a dictionary to represent a bank account. So let's say, in real life, this will have been like the point where we are going to put information into a database so that we can retrieve the information. Whenever we're done, we can also commit to the database. But in this case, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to create a global variable called bank accounts. Or we could just call this let's just call this bank, right? Since a bank contains accounts. So let's make this a dictionary. Let's see, will this make sense? Yeah, let's make this a dictionary. All right. So within the dictionary, so we're in a bank right now. I'm considering whether we should make the bank dictionary, or should just make it a simple list? Yeah, let's just make it a simple list. Yeah, let's make it a simple list. So okay, within the bank we have, we're going to have our various accounts, right? So yeah, I'm really thinking how we should go about this. um yeah, I think we're going to do something different. I'm not going to represent the bank itself. Let's just say um let's just say account one is equals to this. All right, so let's say the account will have, account is going to have, let me look at what we have here. Alright, so I had to pause this video a little to kind of think about the format we should use for the bank, sorry, to represent our bank, because since we're not really going to put this in a database, so there are some things we don't really have to do, and we could just save ourselves time. So I decided to go with this format. We're going to have a variable called bank, which will hold our bank accounts, right? So this is how it is in real life, right? So we'll make this a list, and then let's, within the list we'll have accounts, right? So let's say each account has an account name, right? So we could specify different names. So let's say the first account name will be here Muhammad, and then they'll also have account number. So this will be the account number is going to be, okay, let's just say, so for now let's just make it something very simple. Say 001. An account balance is going to be, let's just give it some arbitrary amount of money as the account balance. So let's say this guy has 30,000 naira in his account. All right, so since what our plan is that we want this to be so this is just one account within the bank, right? So we want to have a lot of this. So let's copy this, Control C. I'm going to bring this down so that it will be kind of clear, right? Uh, okay, I think I'm going to expand this whole thing so that it's going to be much more visible. So I'll paste that here. So the second account, we could name this anything. Let's name this um let's name this. All right, account number, in this case let's give it 2. Let's give it an account balance of 70,000. And let's have our third account. Our third account, let's have this as um, and then the account number is going to be 3. And we could make this person's balance as 35. So you see what we're just doing, just creating a theoretical account, not really something real. So let's call this um, and this will be account balance is going to be alright. So this is what we have so far. So we now have a variable holding a dictionary, sorry, dictionaries of account. So each account has an account name, an account number, and then so maybe I should drop this down one line at a time for clarity's sake. Right. Okay. So this is what we have currently. This is our bank. All right. So I'm going to save this. So at this point now we have a global variable holding that serves as our bank. So we can now go through all of this to do basic various activities like crediting, debiting, and other things that we might want to do. So let's go back to our plan to see. Okay, I also thought of something. Based on the things we would like to do, let's add let's we should add maybe checking of balance, right? User should be able to check their balance. All right, so let's save. All right, I think I'm going to stop here for this part, and in the next video we're going to continue building our application.